Hello, everyone. How are you this fine Thursday noon? I was going to say afternoon, but it's actually just noon where I'm at in Central Time. Hey, I tried this just a few minutes ago. The live stream didn't record all of the live stream, so I'm retrying it. Put it in the comments if you're actually able to view me right now and you're watching this live stream. Just put something in the comments, say I'm here, or put where you're watching from, city, state, whatever. I'd like to see. Bad Essie, I see you. All right, I got one. Come on, we got more on there. Let's see some. It's working, Q Town says. All right, so I'm going to get rolling. First item I want to talk about today. Don't you hate clickbait? Clickbait is obnoxious, but it also works. Now, I know you're maybe thinking, Steve, is your title clickbait? Well, kind of. Kind of. You see, I'm not getting kicked off YouTube yet, right? But there probably is a day coming where I am. And so that is the topic of what I'm going to be talking about today, getting kicked off YouTube, what I'm doing to protect myself from that day, and going to be chatting about that. So it's not really clickbait. It is there to grab your attention. We are talking about getting kicked off YouTube, so don't hate me for the thumbnail. Nathan Phillips from Tulsa, Oklahoma, already in the community. Guys, I'm just going to say it real quick. If you check the link in the description, I've created a brand new community. Nathan's already in there. Good to see you joining, Nathan. Trying to look at comments and talk at the same time doesn't go well for me. So I'll look at the comments here in a minute. But real quickly. Okay, so I'm not getting kicked off YouTube yet, but I probably will someday, right? You see, YouTube's values and my values don't align. And they probably don't align with a lot of yours either. Let's say you love shooting guns, you believe in the Second Amendment and freedom. Not so much YouTube. Let's say you have Christian values. Not so much YouTube. Let's say you have conservative political values. Not so much YouTube, right? And I believe that they are doing things to squash those type of people because they have different values. And I believe different values are okay. It's not necessarily always a matter of right or wrong. So there might be people on the stream right now that have different values or belief systems than I do. And that's okay, because I want to find the common ground of what we have in connection or in common. And let's really focus on that. So if you love shotgunning, wing shooting, bird hunting, bird dogs, anything in that arena, I'm with you. And hopefully we got a few more things in common too. And I'm sure most of us do. See, I was reading comments again. Steve Pickard, hi from Las Vegas. Hey, thanks for joining, Steve. So I know inevitably there's going to come a day where YouTube will probably squash the gun channels, right? Don't know when that's coming, if it's next week or 5 years from now. But that's just the trend. That's been in the back of my mind for many years. So having been demonetized over the last couple months, it's really made me think about, like, okay, what am I doing here? Am I building all of my brand and my business on YouTube? So when YouTube changes their algorithms, when YouTube changes their community guidelines, like, I am out. I'm powerless. I can't do anything if YouTube doesn't say I can do it. So I want to deliver value to you guys, the viewers, and I can't do that if YouTube takes my channel away. I want to deliver value to some of my brand partners like Reed's and Federal and some of these brands that I work with. I can't do that if they take my community away. So I went searching. So this might actually be, this might mean that being demonetized might turn out to be a good thing, because it's forced me to look outside that box, that comfort zone of YouTube. And I created a community on a platform called Mighty Networks. And so there's a link in the description. You can click, you can join from a web browser, you can download the app and you can join. And my basic level community is 100% free. So you can view the most recent videos. Like, we got one coming out today that is goose hunting with the Goose Wizard, or the Goose, I think Jordan titled it, the title master over here titled it, The Goose Wizard Strikes Again. This guy, Corey Loeffler, also known as Goose Wizard, just a phenomenal guy, just a fun energy he has about him. He's a world championship goose caller. He makes goose calls, DRC call company. And that content's coming out on the community today. It's not coming out on YouTube. Maybe I'll put it out today, but probably not. So you're going to go to the community. You're going to find that there's videos on there that have not yet been released on YouTube. So I'm always going to try to prioritize content that goes to the community, the Target Focused Life community first. Other benefits is that you can engage with me and with other members within this community, like-minded people that have similar passions, similar interests, and we can all learn and grow together. I think that's a really cool feature. You see, a few months ago, I made a Target Focused Life Insiders, and Nathan Phillips was part of that. And what I really found out and discovered through that is that I really love the idea of connecting and getting to know groups of people personally. And I wanted to create that community. It doesn't happen on YouTube well at all. So I've created this separate community where we can engage and we can connect. You can even send me a direct message. Now, if I get overwhelmed, I'll try to reply as many as possible. But I tell you this, I will 100% prioritize comments and engagements and chatting with people on the community over YouTube or any other platform. You send me a message on Facebook, I probably won't see it for 3 months. Same thing with Instagram. I'll just admit it, I'm not good at it, but if I see it in the community, I will more than likely see it the same day. Not always, I'm traveling, doing different things. But right here, one thing I love about this is I have it on my phone. So Brian Pierce, 8 minutes ago, just said, hey, Steve, love your videos and thankful there's another platform for your content, right? So I'm seeing what people are saying as it's happening. I'm checking into the app. It's got a cool interface here. Whoop, whoop. So you can check out all the recent videos. In fact, if you want to look at the different topics, you go to topics here. And then we got shotgun reviews, showdowns, shooting tips, product reviews, just for fun, hunting. And so you can click on any of those topics and actually view the different content, whether they're videos or articles that have been made. Eventually, I'm looking to have some content contributors. I'll put out a form that you can fill out in the near future. People that can actually also help make content for Target Focused Life, because I'll admit it, I'm just one guy and I got a lot going on. I got a family and I'm a volunteer and I'm doing lots of different things. And so I can't be hunting all over the country, but I would like to have people throughout the country that are hunting, that are giving reports, that are writing articles, that are sharing video content, and we can work together as a team. So that's something coming in the near future. Holy cows, there's a lot of comments on here. I'll get to those in just a minute. I want to make sure I hit everything that I have notes on my big whiteboard here about. So yeah, I can share TFL content on this community. I can engage and chat with members, and members can chat with each other, which I believe you can turn that off in notifications if you don't want people to be able to reach out to you. It's a busy world. We got lots of distractions, so I get it if you don't want that. We can create groups, we can create topics, just a lot of functionality, and I'll be building this out as time goes on. You'll notice that all the videos are linked to YouTube. That's because I just did this yesterday. I just created it and all the videos are on YouTube. But if YouTube were to say, you're done, we don't like your gun videos, we don't like your values, we don't like nothing, I can always embed links from, say, Vimeo or another video hosting service. So, but I will still have the community. We'll still have the group. I'm tired of the censorship. I'm tired of the misaligned values. We're treating people that have different values poorly. Freedom of speech is disappearing with big tech. Our Second Amendment, they don't honor that. Any conservative values, they don't really honor that. And so I'm moving to this new platform. Still will put videos on YouTube, but priority is on the community. So if you haven't joined yet, link is in the description. I would love to see you over there. Send me a message, say, hey, Steve, I'm here. I saw you on the live stream. I'll quickly go through some comments here, but I'm gonna wait for my phone to start lighting up with messages from people that have joined the community. I got it right here, guys. Let's see some people reach out. Had one 3 minutes ago. It wasn't from this live stream, though. I'll read that in a second. Comments. Woo-wee. We got people joining from Pittsburgh, Columbus, Houston, Texas, Otsego, Minnesota. That's just down the road. Nate Phillips from Tulsa. Greece, holy smokes. Carson Lobb, I love the community, Steve. He says, I saw you on there, Carson. I already sent you a message, and I love your profile picture. It's actually a picture when I met Carson this summer at the Minnesota High School Championship trap shoot, Las Vegas, Edward Island, Canada. Oh, Canada. I like their national anthem. Eastern Canada. I love your channel and what you do. This is bullcrap. What they're doing with your channel. I agree, Steve. That's why I'm making some changes and trying to set it up so they don't control my life. Florida, UK. Jacob Webb is joining all the way from the UK. Uh-oh. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. We got Andrew Poland. Hey, Steve. Steve told me to say hello from the live stream. Steve sent me. Who sent you? Who's on the live stream? Good to see you, Andrew. Thanks for joining, buddy. Garrett Bushman just joined the community. I don't know if he was on the live stream. The Iceman. I have not heard of this platform previously, but I love your videos and would like to see your monetization options for you. Yeah, I mean, that's a fact. I hate to bring it up, guys, but in order to continually week in and week out create content, be knowledgeable, shoot a lot, it's a great honor. It's a great privilege, and I'm just blessed that I'm able to do that. At the same time, to be sustainable with that, it takes money, it takes resources. So I do have some great brand partners like Reeds, like Federal Ammunition, a few of them that I work with. And the only reason they work with me is because I have a large audience. And when I talk about their products audience, I don't even have a large audience. I have an engaged audience, which I will take engaged, passionate audience over large any day. 1 million subscribers, I don't know, I'm not really shooting for 1 million subscribers. I want to put out content that delivers people value, that's engaging, that's fun, and ultimately that helps some people live target-focused lives, whether in the field or in life. And we're going to be doing a lot more content down the road that's talking about living target-focused in life. It's a topic that I'm highly passionate about, just as passionate as I am shotguns and bird hunting. Paul Delzern. I live in Southeast Minnesota, love shotguns, mostly pump shotguns, love to deer and pheasant hunt. Paul, are you from the live stream? If you're on here, Paul, leave a comment. What else we got? Glenn Hurley, love to shoot clay birds and shotguns. For that reason, I love your channel, your shotgun reviews. YouTube should not cancel you. I agree. I agree. A few more comments here. We got people joining from Iowa, Baltimore, Maryland. Oh, I've only been to Baltimore once, but I picked my first blue crab when I was there. We went to this restaurant. Aaron and I ordered a bucket of crab. They brought it out, and we realized we had no idea how to eat it. You know, because they're coming out, for those of you that have not done this, they're fully shelled, in-shell crabs. And so I asked the waiter, hey, any chance you could show us how to do this quick? And he said, oh, no, there's lots of videos on YouTube. Look it up. And so a guy from across the aisle, not Jordan, I'm just pointing that way. A guy from across the aisle, not that guy, comes over and he says, hey, would you like me to show you how to do that? And he shows me how to do it. I should have left the tip with that guy, not the waiter. But that was a ton of fun. Anyways, that's a random story for you. Beecher, Illinois, New Hampshire, Finland. This is just so awesome. I love to see people from all over, really the world, all over the United States and world. Greetings from Sweden, Indiana, Pakistan, Bulgaria. Wow, that is so cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm not going to keep rambling. We're working on cranking out a video right now. And when I say we are, I mean Jordan is. We're going to be releasing, I already mentioned that in this live stream, that goose hunt with the Goose Wizard. Some fun stuff in there. But hop over to the community. If you feel so inclined, download the app, Mighty Networks app. Check it out. I'm getting comments as we speak. There's Steve. Steven from Las Vegas. I saw you on the live stream. I see you here, Steven. That is awesome. Thanks for joining. Garrett Bushman says, yes, I'm watching the live stream. Looking forward to engaging on the TFL community. Thanks for joining, Garrett. Glad to have you, man. I believe I can live stream right from this community too. I've not tried it yet. Josh Johns must have been on the live stream, just joined in. Guys, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to join in with me. I won't take any more of your time. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement. Thank you for jumping on and joining this community. Thank you for just being awesome and being part of this journey of living the target focused life. We've talked a lot about it in the field. We're going to be talking more about it in life as time goes on, considering a podcast. But the podcast would probably be a little more tailored, so we could edit those things out in the podcast. A little more tailored to personal development. We'd love to hear what you think about a podcast. Put that in the comments. I'll read a few more comments here. Feel free to start jumping off. I know you guys are busy. Rolo21 joining from Wyoming. We got Ireland. I've never been to Ireland. I'd like to be there someday. Do they still allow guns in Ireland? That's from 80, number 80. AIDY 80, number 80. That's a thinker. Bad Essie. Hope all is well with you. God bless you. Thanks for joining.
I think it's pronounced essay.
Essay?
Yeah.
Bad essay.
Bad boy.
Ah, see, Jordan's all in on that hip hop cool lingo.
That's just Spanish.
Me, is it? I'm just an old man. I got the youngster over here. I'm just an old man. It's great to see someone passionate about the shooting sports. Don't let them take your soapbox from you guys. Brad H 74. Thanks, Brad. Bad essay says wrong again. LOL.
I didn't see how it was spelled. It's Essie.
Bad Essie.
I thought it was, when you were saying it, I thought it would have been essay. That would just make sense.
So Jordan was wrong. I had it right the first time, didn't I?
Yeah, you were right. Yeah.
Golly.
I apologize.
See? Sometimes you got to respect your elders. Jordan does a good job with that. The Iceman.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that name. Can you define the ownership structure and rule out Chinese ownership for mighty networks? Ooh, that is a good question, the Iceman. I have not done that. I believe it's a US-based company. I will definitely check on that for you. Jordan rocking the sandals with socks. Bold move. Says M. David, 9990. Huh? Yeah, I don't know. I can't get on board with that style. That's not me.
I don't know. That's why it's me.
I couldn't even do Birkenstocks, period. I'm sorry. If you own Birkenstocks, it's cool. It's not me. Rocking the flannel and the jeans. He's always wearing something interesting, this guy over here. I'm pretty basic. I wear clothes that brand partners and sponsors have given me over the years because I'm cheap. I spend it all on guns. I can't even pronounce this name. I'm sorry, but it says, "Is that mean that I will not see your videos?" I'll still put videos on YouTube. I'm not kicked off yet. I'm not monetized either on YouTube currently. But if you click the link in the description, you can join the community and we'll make sure things keep rolling there no matter what YouTube does. I just read your comment. The same person. I'll try to pronounce the name. Zelyasko Trifonov. I'm sorry, butchered that. That was just terrible. Burks are not cool. Maybe in 1995, not now. You just got burned, Jordan, by RT. Yeah. RT just burned you. We don't even know RT, but
no. What do you know, RT?
But his, her, or their opinion is valid. Hang in there. Walter DL says, hang in there. You can only be young once, but you can be immature all of your life. I'm a living example. Yeah, me too, a lot of days. I like to have fun. I like to live life. I do have some responsibilities. Sometimes I'm a little too serious, but a lot of times, I don't know, Jordan, am I too serious? Do I got a healthy mix of serious and fun?
I'd say so.
You're
yeah, I'd say.
Kind of in a live stream, so you kind of got to say good things, but.
I'd say you reach both extremes of those spectrums on good and bad.
Extremes. I'm nowhere in the middle. I'm just extremes of those. Dazzler says, we'll miss the channel. Hold up, Dazzler. Channel ain't going nowhere. Still putting out videos on YouTube. Still have a channel. It is demonetized. Hopefully we'll get that back up, make a little money on YouTube to help keep things run here. But videos, no matter what YouTube does, will be in the community. Link for that is in the description. It's free to sign up. Trying hard. Carter, these I must miss them. Oh, Canadian here. This is Carter Thiessen. They are hard to take all our guns away. I still have my AR-15 and pistols, shotguns, and other rifles. Don't plan on giving them up. Yeah, maybe don't even comment. They're probably tracking this right now, Carter. I don't believe in conspiracies, but I believe these big tech companies do have a lot of power. I believe they are monitoring a lot of what we say. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Have you ever said something? Not searched for it on the web, but said it and then went on the web and noticed they're advertising for it? They're tracking you wherever you go. I think they're listening to some form of audio. And it's not always a bad thing, but in the wrong hands, that information, that power inside big tech companies that don't align with our values and our beliefs and our freedoms, the principles that our founding fathers created or didn't create, but founded this country on, they don't align. So I think it's scary in some ways. M. David 9990, the guy that trashed you, I think. Oh yeah, really enjoy the channel. Looking to purchase a sporting clay gun. So many choices. The videos are helpful. Yeah, love all the feedback, guys, that you get. I love the request for other shotguns. It gives me ideas. Obviously, I'm only putting out a video a week. I try to get to as many as I can. I'm kind of going into a fall season here in Minnesota. It's getting cold. I won't be doing many new reviews over the next several months. I got a bunch of content lined up all the way through, I think, into January already. So if you're leaving requests, I am reading them. I am looking at them. But it will be some months before I get back around to filming new shotgun reviews. Yeah, guys, I think I'll, if you get a chance, review the M3000 Sporting. It has a 30-inch ported barrel, extended chokes, and oversized controls. Bad essay. Bad essay. Do you have that gun? First, let me know if you have that gun, and I can just give you some quick thoughts. I have not shot that particular one. I've shot the M3500 3.5-inch chamber versus a 3-inch chamber, a little shorter barrel, not ported. I understand those dynamics and those difference that those make in particular shotguns. So I can give you just a little quick feedback on that. If you have that gun, or are you interested in purchasing it? If you could put that in the comments. You will be missed on YouTube. I'm still going to be there, Nicholas. Still going to be there for the time being. Just preparing for the time when YouTube changes things or kicks me off. Shopping for a new semi-automatic shotgun, $1,000 budget. What would you suggest? For under $1,000, Jordan says SX4. The Winchester SX4 is a great gun for the money. Have really liked that. The Franchi Affinity 3, I believe you can get for less than $1,000. Maybe not in camo. I know they're elite. Waterfowl Elite, I think, is over $1,000. Check out Reed's for that Franchi Affinity 3. In fact, if you go to the YouTube, cancel that. If you go to this new community that I'm linking up below, you will see that I've done a video recently called something like Franchi Affinity 3 versus Winchester SX4. It's a showdown between the two guns. I think that will be pretty revealing, but those are both great guns for less than $1,000, depending on the variation that you get and where you get it from. Best is the SX4. I just got, $1,000. Yeah, those are the two guns that come to mind. The Beretta A300 Ultima is a pretty decent gun for less than $1,000, although their early versions when that gun came out last year had some trigger issues. If they got that fixed, that's one that I'd be happy to recommend. I think those are definitely three guns worth checking out. Check out the videos. Go into the community to see that SX4 versus Affinity 3 one that I mentioned. I don't believe that's live on YouTube yet. We got Bull Sprig that says, how different is the new 870 from the old 870? Actually put out a video on that. That one is live on YouTube. It's also in the community. I would just highly recommend you check that out. There are some differences for sure as far as their finishes and the wood and stuff like that. Those are the primary differences. But I think that video will be revealing for you. So I definitely recommend that. Do they make a 3-inch version of the SX4? Absolutely. That's primarily what I have. I'm not a huge fan of the 3.5-inch. So most of the guns, when I'm personally going to be using them, reviews, I'll do a little bit of everything. But if I'm buying a gun personally, I generally will buy a 3-inch version. Review the Benelli Ultralight 12, or will you review one in the future? I'm trying to think if I've seen an ultralight at Reed's. I've kind of covered the majority of the mainstream Benellis, but I'll keep an eye open for an ultralight. Matthew Kleis says he got his SX4 for $699 and 3.5-inch barrel. Yeah, that's 3.5-inch barrel chamber. Oh, it does say barrel, but it's chamber. I thought I read it wrong at first. Yeah, that's a good price. $700 for 3.5-inch. Reed's had some really good deals recently. I'm not going to talk about retailers on here because they'll probably kick me off. SX4 and Beretta A300 are both great ideas. I agree, RT, on everything you've said in this live stream.
Sure.
Are you not listening? I don't know. Maybe I missed a comment. He was the one that bashed your Burks, man.
Yeah, I know. That was awfully rude of it.
Rude.
Yeah.
Get them back.
Got a bonus.
Say something mean back. That's
Yeah,
not how you
I
operate.
mean,
That's
say-
not how you operate, though, Jordan. Right? Just a quick one. What choke tubes for the slugs with SX4? You definitely don't want a tightly constricted choke tube, but if you use like an improved cylinder choke tube, that's going to be completely fine. Otherwise, I think Carlson's does have some slug specific choke tubes. Carlson's choke tubes, you can check them out.
It's usually a circle one cylinder.
Huh? You being smart?
Yeah.
Love my Browning Silver, reliable with target loads all the way up to 3.5-inch. Browning active valve gas system is my favorite, actually. So I know there's folks out there that just love Brownings. No matter what, they're just Browning people. Here's my thought on the Browning Silver. It's an expensive, not as good version of the SX4. And I don't mean any offense by that. I'm just, if I'm talking frankly, if you put down a Browning Silver and an SX4, a lot of same internal components are very similar anyways. But the ergonomics of the SX4, in my opinion, are just, the Silver is clunky. Great gun. I could shoot it well, but if I had to choose between the two and the SX4 is cheaper, I would go with that. But if you're a Browning fan through and through and you like a 2x4 in your hand, by all means. Otherwise, it's a great gun. And those are just my opinions, right? As I talk about in the reviews, everyone has a little bit different preferences, and that's okay. It's not a right or wrong always. Yes, I hate when that happens. Welcome to the journey, 01 JJ. That's quite the name. Lost all mine in a rowboat accident. Yeah, I'm sad to say I took all of my guns up to the Boundary Waters in Minnesota, and I was canoeing, and I had a canoe with all my guns, and then another canoe behind it with all my guns, and we tipped, and they all went in the lake, and then I got hypothermia, went unconscious. I don't even really recall where I was exactly, but it was a big deal. I'm working on it. Kyle Shanning, where can we find your content until YouTube allows me back? So I am on YouTube. I'll set the record straight. I am on YouTube. My channel has not been taken away. I have been demonetized, which means I can make no money off the YouTube ads. I think they still might be showing ads. Jordan, do you know if they're still showing ads on the videos?
Do not know.
So if they're still showing ads, I'm not making any money, which it was never a ton of money, but it was very beneficial to help me be, to just help me sustain what I'm doing and purchase the guns and all the stuff that we do, pay for this guy over here. He likes to get paid every month. Speaking of which, I think I got to write you a check today. All right, give me those hours. So I am on YouTube, but that community that I've created is really where I'm going to be engaging people. I'm really going to give priority over there. I'd love to see people over there. I love that through this app, depending on your notification settings, you can change that, dial it in. If you never want to hear from me, you can select that. But I could send out a notification to people, maybe of an event coming up or something happening. And I can more easily stay in touch with you guys, which I like, which is a little harder on YouTube. Anyways, would you rather buy a Mossberg 930 Pro for $670 or a Beretta A300 Ultima for $730? So it says 930 Pro. They have the 940 Pro, which I'm familiar with. I haven't shot recently, or I have not done a review on the 930. Was there a 930 Pro? But I'm familiar with the 940 Pro. And it really impressed me, actually. And part of it might have been I was shooting with Jerry Mitchell. Like, that was a ton of fun. And it was just an awesome experience. But the 940 Pro impressed me. The Ultima I liked, other than all the issues that me and a bunch of other folks were having with the trigger. If I had to choose one, it depends what I'm doing with it. I kind of lean towards the Mossberg a little bit. Beretta has been very challenging customer service wise for a lot of people. I don't love that, but I know a lot of the gun companies are like that. Mossberg's made in the United States. I could add a magazine tube extension to the Mossberg. I like that. I've considered actually using it in exhibitions. So maybe slight lean towards the Mossberg. Watch the review videos and I guess decide for yourself. What I try to do through these videos is just lay out what this gun is, make my observations, share some of my opinions, but you guys ultimately get to make the decision, see where you find the value and go off that. Delta, so Josh Regal says, Delta Waterfall Edition, mid-range or cremator mid-range tube for the SX4. What ammo are you shooting, Josh? That matters. The Delta can handle like the heavier, the more dense metals, like a TSS or a heavy shot. And the cremator, I don't believe can handle all of those. I know it can't handle TSS. So if you're going to be shooting some of those heavier metals, maybe the Delta. I see your comment there about buying the Browning over the SX4. If you found a good deal, man, I'm all for it. Dennis, thanks for joining from Phoenix. Oh my gosh. The Iceman says, Jordan, you listening?
Yeah.
Does Sandals drink hot drinks with two hands? I'm just picturing it, like Sandals guys in the coffee shop and they're two-handed and hunched over, just kind of. I think he's calling you feminine. Sandals. Josh, you're shooting Winchester steel. Yeah, either the cremator or the Delta are going to work just fine for you. Oh, I'm watching on YouTube. I also have your TFL up, but don't see the live stream. Oh, you have Walter, you are in the community. Is that what you're saying? Because I'm not live streaming there currently. I don't even know how to do it yet, but I will figure that out. Have I shot the Remington V3 Field Sport? I don't know that they are. So Rem Arms now owns Remington, and I don't know that they're making the V3 yet. And so I've kind of held off reviewing some of the Remingtons until Rem Arms makes them. So such as the 870 Fieldmaster and the 870 Wingmaster, I recently reviewed those because the new current production that Rem Arms is making are now out. And I didn't want to review the old ones because going forward, people purchasing new guns. Actually, I did kind of review the old ones at the same time. I threw in the Model 31, which was the predecessor to the 870. I threw in the 870 Express, the 870 Fieldmaster, and the 870 current production Wingmaster. So V3, yeah, we'll see what Remington does. I'll eventually review some of the older guns, but they're not as high on the priority list just because that's not what people are currently going to the store and looking for, and that's what I'm trying to help them most with. But eventually, one of the TFL Insider members brought this up in one of our Zoom calls. Is actually doing um, reviews or talking about some of the older guns of history, just kind of how they changed the game, and I think that would be a ton of fun if I do them right. Um, Hard to keep up on all these. Eagle ID supporting TFL. What's Eagle ID? I'm not sure what that is. Just bought the Cremator mid-range and long-range combo. It says handles everything for Invector Plus.
Eagle, Idaho.
Eagle, Idaho. Thanks, bro. Okay, real quickly here, then we'll wrap it up. I have a Weatherby Element 12 gauge, but I'm thinking of buying a Winchester SX4 12 gauge. Do you think it is worth the switch and price for purchase? That's tough. How much do you like the Element? I guess that's one of the primary questions. You're really liking the Elements. Do you shoot it well? I was impressed by the Element. If there's one thing on the Element that I didn't love, I believe it was the trigger. So the SX4, is it an upgrade? Depends if you really like the ergonomics, like the way it feels, mounts better. It's an upgrade. Quality wise, hard to say. I've shot a lot of rounds through the SX4. I know it's a quality gun. It will last. The Element, not 100% sure. I don't know. I mean, pick them both up. If you love the feel of one over the other, go with that one. If one mounts better than the other, go with that one. But otherwise, I don't think it's worth necessarily switching for. All right. Are we getting to the point we should stop paying for YouTube account? Do you have that was M David 9990. Do you have YouTube Premium? Not necessarily. If you get value out of that, David, I think you absolutely continue to pay for it. I have YouTube TV for my TV service at home, but I can shut that off and change any day I want to, no contracts. But I like their service. Unfortunately, I don't like. There's a lot I don't like. Dish Network, a lot of these streaming services. I got rid of Netflix. I've got rid of Disney Plus. I don't like the values that a lot of these companies stand for, but I also don't want to live under a rock. You know what I mean? Okay. So Jacob Webb has joined the community. Thanks, Jacob. Appreciate the comment there. Irving Forbes, just now. Hello, Steve. I've been watching TFL for several months. In fact, I bought two Weatherby Element 20 gauges, one for myself and grandson. I live on the coast of North Carolina. I build boats for a living. Waterfall hunting is my passion. I want to hand it down to my grandson. And he goes on, Irving, thanks so much for connecting with me on the community. That's awesome to see on there, buddy. Would love to come visit you in North Carolina. Do you hunt inland or do you do coastal hunting? It's kind of weird. I'm reading a comment on the community, but I'm talking to the live stream like he's there. Jeffrey Magnuson. Oh yeah, good move, Steve. I'm a fellow Minnesotan and a bird man. It won't be long. Look at Twitter and Facebook. They went woke and are now going broke in the death spiral. Oh man, Facebook has got to be one of the worst offenders, at least in the public eye. I mean, with some of the things that they've done to, with Zuckerberg recently admitting that they had the Hunter laptop issue kind of squashed or suppressed on Facebook because the FBI asked them to. They're nothing more than a kind of a propaganda tool for the far left, for the extreme left. I'm not talking about your grandma and grandpa's Democrats. I'm talking about the extreme left, not to get political. Hi from Poland, Rafal Rudnick. Chris Berg joined in on the community. Enjoy all your videos, very informative. I always turn to reviews when I'm looking to purchase another firearm. Thanks, keep up the good work. Tom Arnold joined us. Tom from next door, Northeast South Dakota. Only caught part of your live stream, going back and watch the video. Sounds like YouTube is getting worse. Hey guys, this is awesome. Love to see everyone jumping on here, joining the community. Love to see everyone on here on the live stream as well. I'm gonna wrap it up for real this time. I feel like I did this about 10 minutes ago, but for real this time. Appreciate each and every one of you. I want to wish you an amazing rest of your day and a great weekend. Join the community and let me know one thing you're looking forward to this weekend. Till next time, see you later. That was anticlimactic. I was gonna do my normal closing, but I feel like I already did that once in this video. So keep living, target focus, guys. See ya.